I'm Robert Massey, and I'm here from the Royal Astronomical Society, which is one of the biggest astronomical organisations in the world, and we look after the interests of astronomers, not just in the UK, but across the world. What I'm going to do today is give you a few pointers to get you started in astronomy, which I think is one of the most incredibly interesting subjects there is. Pluto is a very, very distant object. Now, 10 years ago, we would have talked about Pluto as being the most distant planet from the Sun, but that's not been the case since 2006, when it was downgraded to the status of dwarf planet. The reason for that is that it's really too small to qualify. Although it's round, which is the shape planets are, it's not big enough that its gravity can clear material around it. So from now on, it looks like it's set to remain a dwarf planet. It's also an example of a planetary binary system as well, because Pluto has a moon, Charon, which is about half its size. So you have this weird situation where two objects orbit round each other, rather than being the case you might imagine where a big planet has a much smaller moon going round. Now, we don't know a great deal about Pluto, simply because it's so far away. It's very small. It's even smaller than Earth's moon, and it takes very large telescopes to show any detail at all, and even the best ones in the world don't show all that much. But we do know that it's actually a bit like a comet. It's made of half rock and half ice, and if it came in close to the Sun, there's no reason it will, but if it did, it would be an incredibly dramatic object, as all that ice turned to gas and you had this vast tail coming off it. The best hope for knowing more about Pluto is the New Horizons spacecraft. It's the only major object we haven't sent things to in the solar system. And New Horizons was launched in 2005 and will get there in 2015. And in that year, we should learn a lot more about this really odd world right out at the edge of the solar system.